On the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They run with LT, and he cuts it right into space. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Titans. LaDainian Tomlinson, 58 yards. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. You talk about explosion plays. Here's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got the hook up here to Leonard Hankerson. 11 yards on the pickup, and the Steelers are going to have a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target. When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Out come the Titans now. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen. But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play.
And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Larry Fitzgerald from 8 yards out. And the Steelers are an extra point away from top
30. You weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some...
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Their big tight end, 38 yards. And the Titans have taken the lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle.
They'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with...
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Tyler Varga taking it in. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well, on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to take another. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Russell Wilson as the first half is winding down. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And he'll bang that one through. Play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And Sturgis able to knock it through, and that will break our tie and give
the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Their dangerous wide receiver, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. And this one through the uprights and good. Oh, I think they got it. Yes, the Steelers have it. Well,
they just didn't complete it.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Deep drop. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So a defensive brain lapse there and an encroachment penalty.
Sometimes when you don't watch the football and make sure that it's snapped, you're watching the offensive player, and they can influence you occasionally and look like they're getting ready to move, and the officials don't detect it.
Back to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Whenever I see it dropped like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL. Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They go back to the air here after the INT. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Titans getting set to go. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well. Every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these.
Back to throw. Dancing to his left. Caught. It's Cruz, left side. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. It's a big play on third down for the Titans. And even 60 yards. And the offense moving quickly to the line. He's back to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. So 2nd and 10 here. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive.
And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So how many practices have we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there?
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. Fielded about a yard deep.
So many times during the course of a game, Brandon, the special teams actually helps out their offense. Not in this case. They did them 0 favors with that return.
And the Steelers set to take the field. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Joe Hayden with it. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.